Ladies and gentlemen, this is your partner in business and personal growth, John Mudanyi, wishing you a very happy and prosperous, enterprising New Year 2020. As we start this year, I thought that we need to start with some of the things you can learn from others, lessons that we learn from successful entrepreneurs. Have been watching and studying the lives of likes of Dangote, the richest man in Africa, with value worth 25 billion US dollars, 23rd richest man in the world. I've been watching and studying the lives of people like Warren Buffett, people that have been very, very, very successful, like Bill Gates. Today, what is one thing that we can learn from their lives? Because business, you can learn from others and grow from it. The first important lesson that I've learned from successful multi-billionaires is learning. The ability to learn. You find that somebody like Warren Buffett, he's an old man, he's 86, 87 years old. He reads 5 to 7 hours per day, reading biographies, reading people's lives. Bill Gates reads even longer hours. They all are learning things and they learn from others. So the first thing you need to do as an entrepreneur is learning. Learn from others. Be a person who is learning. Read about businesses, read about successful people, read about opportunities, read about things that are trending in the world. Read, learn from people's mistakes, learn what's working, learn what's going on, what can make successful business today. So the first big lesson, and we sometimes we have a challenge, many of us don't have time to sit down, particularly in the new era of internet and technology. We tend to take things very shallowly, very top line, and but we need to really learn. Number two is to be a person who is curious. Curiosity will help you discover new things. Are you a curious person? Do you get triggered by what is happening around you? There are many things that are going on in the world today. I'll start with technology and the internet. It's a big thing. There are things are going on about climate change. What does that mean to you today? Is there anything that climate change that's happening in the world, the opportunities that come with that, does it mean anything? Is there an opportunity for you? We're talking about things like the developments in medical world, developments in food chain and industry, development in renewable energy that's happening, the whole renewable energy supply chain. You need to be a curious person. If you want to be an entrepreneur, walk looking around. As you walk, as you travel, have your eyes open. Have been bringing scenes and opportunities from around the world to people through my channel. Now, I want to encourage you to be a curious person because sometimes opportunities are just around us. We need to have a curious mind. We need to have open eyes. We need to be people who are thirsty. We need to be people who try to understand things around us. The third thing that's very important if you want to start business is focus. You cannot do everything in the world. And there are many, many things. And as I was watching and listening to Warren Buffett, he says you don't have to learn many, many things. In fact, if you have if your population of what you consider is around 20 items, that's too big. Just think about three big things that triggers you, that stimulates you, that you want to focus on. Just be focused. I'm talking about the word focus. You can do 1,000 things. And look at things that, and then dig deep. And that's where learning comes in. That's where curiosity comes in. Understand those few areas, understand them well. You could be talking about pharmaceutical world. You want to be pharmaceutical person, or the food industry, or the renewable energy, or the fashion industry, or the beauty industry, or education, or manufacturing, or even trading in the stock markets and capital markets, and being involved in trading within the securities market. You could be a person that looking at certain aspect of commodities, anything, whether or you want to be in the media. But look at and narrow down to 3 big areas, focus areas, and focus on 1 or 2 or 3 things. Learn about them, and when you jump in, when you swing with knowledge, with understanding. You have understood what involves. Number 4 thing, the 4th thing that I want to talk about today is about facing challenges. Nobody will promise you a world with no challenges. Every rose flower has its own thorns, but in the thorns is surrounded by the opportunity of the splendor and the beauty and the aroma of the rose flower. So I want to encourage you, entrepreneur, as you go out there to think, don't be discouraged. People who are successful today have failed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 businesses, even more. Ford failed 3 times before he found the vehicle. The guy who discovered electricity failed more than 1,000 times, Thomas Edison, before he discovered what works. Don't expect to succeed in the first attempt, but you would have got one of the most important things. You would have learned the lesson. You would have learned what doesn't work. You would also have learned what will work and how to go about it. And that is where my point number 1 becomes very important. Learning from others. If you want to get into industry, read about that industry. Who are the players? What are the lessons? What are the key success factors? What do you need to succeed in that industry? What has been some of the challenges? What are the barriers to entry and barriers to exit? What are the things that make it vibrate? And prepare yourself. And the 5th thing, after doing the background, is preparation. Put your things together, put your mind together, and the first thing to prepare is your mind. Personal preparation, mental preparation. Because when you see rich people and millionaires, it didn't just begin there. They've had to play some games. They have had to sacrifice. They have had to take time. So are you an entrepreneur? Prepare yourself. So as I close now, this is your partner, John Mudanyi. But just before I sign out, please, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Many people wondering, how do you subscribe? Just press the icon subscribe. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything. You just need to press it once, and then you'll have subscribed. And you'll get all the new videos that I will be posting on this channel. You can also access through Facebook. You can also access through Instagram. And most of the time, I also post it in LinkedIn and Twitter. This has been your partner in business and personal growth, FCPA John Mudanyi, bringing to you lessons from those who have succeeded before. If you want to be the next story, if you want to be the next celeb, if you want to be the next richest man in Africa, learn from Dangote, learn from Warren Buffett, learn from Bill Gates, learn from those who have walked that way. God bless you. This is your partner, John Mudanyi. Bye, 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 bye.